My interests were always writing. I was always into creative writing, so I wanted to be a screenplay writer. I like to make music as well, so I always had that creative energy about me, and that's always where my passion lied. At the age of 20, going on 21, I had my first child. I also got married at the same time. I also bought my first house with my wife at that time. So I took on a lot of responsibility at a young age. All of those things that I was passionate about, they kind of had to go to the back burner because now I have responsibility, so I can't really take the time to pursue my dreams. I have to go to work every day and support a family. Over the years, I think just kind of like not being able to pursue the things that I was passionate about, I think little by little it started to take a toll on me because I didn't feel like I was fulfilling my purpose or what I thought was my purpose at that time. My wife and I began to just grow distant. We were working opposite shifts. She would work the morning shift and I would be at home with the kids, and then when she would come home, I would go to work. And over the years, our marriage just suffered, and it just got to the point where we just were so distant that we weren't even sleeping in the same room anymore. And then she told me that she wanted a divorce. I believe that at that point I was already spiraling into depression, but when that hit, it kind of just sunk me completely. I was in a dark place. I didn't really socialize with anybody anymore. The things that I did have an interest in doing, I no longer cared about. I found myself getting to a point where I started to question why I was even alive. I couldn't understand, why am I just here just to be here? I don't have a purpose. I'm miserable every day. I was mad. I was honestly mad at God for not taking me in my sleep. Just take me away so I don't have to feel this anymore. Then it got to the point where I became suicidal, actively suicidal. I started going in and out of psychiatric hospitals and behavioral health facilities. They're trying to give me any kind of medication that they can think of to give me, and nothing is helping. After maybe two or so years of just going in and out of all of these different places and being all of this medication, I found myself at the last clinic that I went to. When it was time for them to release me, I was in such a state of shame that I didn't even want to go back home to my family. I didn't want to face my family in that state. So I told the people, well, I don't have anywhere for you to send me. And they're like, well, we have to send you somewhere, so we'll give you a list of places that you can see if maybe you can go to one of these places. It just so happens that the Blake House was one of those places on that list. And I had never heard of the Blake House. I didn't know anything about it. So I said, okay, well, send me to this place, the Blake House. So I called, I talked to Travis and a few other people over there, and they said, well, come on over. I got there, and I immediately in my mind, I'm like, I'm not gonna stay here. This is a 10-month program. I won't be here for 10 months. My plan was just to stay for a while until I could figure out what my escape plan was gonna be. And I felt like, you know what, if I'm here, I might as well give it a shot. God is the only thing I haven't tried at this point. I've tried, all the man-made, means of trying to get better. Those all failed me. So I said, you know what? I'll give God a try. And then if that doesn't work, then I know I'm completely just hopeless. So I would just little by little start to pray and talk to him from my heart, from a place of just complete desperation. God, if you are really there, you know how I feel inside. I don't have to tell you, please, just something, just take some of this darkness away. Every day that I prayed that, it's the next day would be just a little bit better. And I'll be like, okay, I don't feel as bad as I did yesterday. Okay, let me keep trying with this prayer thing and see how it goes. Prayed again. Please take some of this darkness away. The next day, a little bit better. And then it's next thing you know, I'm like, I haven't thought about leaving in over a week. Maybe there's something to this after all. As I'm going through the program and I'm doing this, and I'm like something is really changing inside of me. Something is really different. My family came to visit me for the first time, and my family knew all about my depression. I lived with my sister for a time, so she had the opportunity to watch me sit in depression, and she was just like, I don't even know what to do for you. I know you're depressed, but I don't know what to do. And the first time she saw me, she was like, I see a light in your eyes, something is different. And that's when it really became real. Other people can see something is changing inside of me. All those other things that I tried that, these people are telling me I need this, I need that, and giving me pills and all of this, all failed. Everything turned around for me once I really built that relationship with God and just let him work in my life and work inside of me. And he healed those areas of me that needed healing. He provided clarity. And he just gave me a whole new leash on life, and I'm just so grateful for that.